Well, what's up with it, my quiet gang? Y'all already know what it is.
Shut
that lie up.
Lawful detainer is what was filed in Miami, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, in Broward County. Now, here's the thing: the man's name is Jason Higley. He's 48 years old. That's actually kicking this lady Tia out in the lawsuit. He names Tia Landra, her right there. All right. He got a man named DeAndre Wright. Okay, and then he got RickRoss. He got William Leonard Ross II up in there. And I'm like, what do RickRoss got to do with any of this? So I had to go and read all of the paperwork, which you can find on patreon.com/StormMyRoth. So I had to go look it up because I'm like, I actually Googled the address. And like I said, this is public information and this is no shade. But this house don't look like shit. This house that I saw, Tia, DeAndre, and RickRoss for some reason is named in this shit too. It don't look like shit, and this is no shade, but I just would have thought that the baby mama of RickRoss would have been living way better than this. Do y'all understand what I'm saying, or am I tripping? Do y'all get what I'm saying, or am I tripping? Does he live with them? No. RickRoss does not live with them at all. Literally, RickRoss was just named in this lawsuit just because that's her ex. Because even when you read through the paperwork, RickRoss has nothing to do with this. But he named in the lawsuit, so we got to talk about it. Sorry, Rick Rose, it is what it is. Now, I'm sitting there and I ain't been able to figure out who DeAndre is, but that ain't important. So anyway, I'm reading through the paperwork and I'm trying to figure out, why does this man want them out the house? Why does this man want them off of his property? Like, what is going on? And so apparently Tia here got hands. Apparently on July 10th, as well as July 13th, she whooped her boyfriend's ass. Allegedly. She whooped his ass. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Jason, I ain't been able to find no picture of you. I ain't been able to see what you look like. But she literally stomped you out. Allegedly. Beat you up in your own house. Now, as a man, if your woman beats you up in your own house, yeah, she gotta go, because that woman ain't gonna never respect you again. I'm just saying. It ain't nothing you can do at that point. But it was a domestic violence situation. Jason called the police on July 10th, and that's when he actually first stated that she had to leave the property. Then another incident happened on the 13th. I'm trying to figure out why you let her come back, or maybe she came back. Now, here's the issue. In the paperwork where RickRoss, his ex, and this DeAndre person is being kicked out, he says they have absolutely no rights to the property, which is technically true because she is not on the title, the deed of the home, and she does not own it. Jason does. Her ex does, because it states in the paperwork that they had a relationship. So, girlfriend, boyfriend, who the hell is DeAndre? Why is RickRoss in it? Next. So she whoops his ass. Now here's the thing. Even though she ain't got no legal right to that property, she literally has been staying there allegedly since September 2020. Now, Jason gonna say different in the paperwork, but when you go on these been verified websites and blah, 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 you just do a simple Google search, they literally pop right up. And it says she been at that house since September 2020. Damn near a year, literally, right? But that ain't the point. The point is that in Florida, if your name ain't no ish, you got 5 days to get out. And so Tia and DeAndre, they immediately vacated the premises. DeAndre went back a couple times, which is why Jason continued to file paperwork on DeAndre, and DeAndre almost got his ass arrested. But Tia is saying, look, I don't want to come back to your house. RickRoss has not responded, right? But Tia's saying, I want my property. So wait a minute, let's talk about the property. So at the house, Tia has allegedly over $3,584.12 worth of furniture. She got 3 pillows, 2 vases, 4 sculptures, a leather sofa, look like a real leather sofa from the price, a leather couch, an end table, and an area rug. In addition to that, this lady has had several bills there in her name. She had an Xfinity bill. She was paying about $152 a month. And then she had another bill here in her name there too. So she was getting mail there. She had furniture there. So she literally lived there for a year. Her name was never on anything. They never had a formal agreement because it was destroyed. DeAndre, I can only assume that maybe DeAndre is like a cousin her, or maybe an adult child she has. I don't know all that, and I'm not even really trying to bring DeAndre into it like that. But just know that RickRoss's baby mama who has a 16-year-old son with him and then another child with him, was staying in this house with a man that don't look like it's a house that the baby mama of a rapper should be staying in. Is y'all following that? Right, damn 5 days. Wait, who's Jason? Jason is the plaintiff. Jason Higley is the plaintiff. That is the ex-boyfriend of Tia, who Tia beat up. DeAndre Wright, we don't know who he is. But when you look up Tia Kemp's name, Tia Kemp comes up and Tia Wright Kemp comes up. So I don't know if Kemp is like a married name she had at some point. The woman's in her 40s. I'm sure she's been married at some point. So, or maybe if she got 2 last names. So I'm assuming that DeAndre is related to Tia some kind of way. Because guess what? They both left. And they're both of age. They're both of age. I can't show you the house here. I'll show you guys on Patreon and members. But when you see it don't look. Is RickRoss not paying child support? Now, in the past, she's accused him of being an absentee father, not coming to see his son. Is he not giving her no money? But hell, Future's baby mama, Eliza, the one to be like, cause she on his ass. I think he's only trying to give her like $1,200 a month. So newsflash to the women out there: having babies with these rappers is really not gonna be no big payday like that unless you an exotic or you want the bread. I hate to say it, but if you ain't got a certain grade of hair, they not paying you no money to have their kid. They only paying for the mixed exotical children. They paying for the mixed grade. They not paying for regular black children. They feel like those kids are discounts. I'm just saying. Can we keep it real? And we still don't know where RickRoss is involved, right? So, on August 27, 2021, there was a Zoom conference had where Tia and DeAndre and like I said, Jason, I might have already told you, but let me just reiterate. Literally, they were told, like, look, we just want to get our furniture. We just want to get our belongings. So DeAndre will be allowed to get his belongings, but he has to be escorted by police and his attorney. Put DeAndre to the side. Jason does not want to give Tia back her furniture. So literally, the reason why they're fighting, and he served a legal eviction, unlawful detainer, is so her ass can get kicked out, and he ain't giving that furniture back. He ain't giving back that sofa. He ain't giving back that couch. He ain't giving back that chair. He ain't giving back your vases, your sculptures. He's saying, you gonna leave it. You gonna whoop my ass. You gonna leave this house with the shit that's on your back. So literally, they go to court tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. via Zoom because of COVID, and they're going to be arguing on if the property belongs to Tia. And we still don't know why RickRoss is involved. I can't with all this. And here's the thing, because she's RickRoss's baby mama, his name is attached to this. Now, Jason, you're welcome to come on the show and give us your turn of your version of events.
Tell him.
I'm saying?
Talk to him.
He's invited to the show too. It's no shade. That's gonna be my job as report. You will probably see this on the shade room, the neighborhood talk, and all. It'll do its rounds in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Because RickRoss is named in the lawsuit. But I had to come and tell y'all. I'm like, why is RickRoss being evicted? Oh. I looked at that house. I said, RickRoss would live in no shit like this. Yo, this house look no shade. You can pull it right up.
Tell us what it look like.
No shade.
What it look like.
I live in a way better looking house than that.
Ooh.
No, there's no shade. Because I know where I started from with the apartment that was like this. Because I was homeless when I came here. But it's just like, why are you attaching RickRoss to this? RickRoss wouldn't put his dogs in that house. RickRoss wouldn't shit in that house. I'm just saying. So anyway, that's the story. He got wrapped up in this lawsuit and he's apparently being evicted too. Apparently you can evict anybody.